It drifted alone, untouched, unspoken to, through the absolute silence of the void. For 7 long months. Voyager 2, our ancient emissary from Earth, floated beyond the reaches of our sun's dominion, silent, lost, forgotten, adrift in the Black Sea between stars. After 4 decades of faithful service, after sending back a stream of data that had shaped our understanding of the solar system and beyond, it simply stopped. No signal? No whisper. Not a flicker. Just silence. NASA, after weeks of troubleshooting and recalibration, feared the inevitable. The 1977 spacecraft, an icon of human ingenuity, had finally fallen quiet forever. Its tiny voice, powered by less than a light bulb, had gone dark in the eternal night. But then, just when all hope had begun to fade into the archives of history, something happened. A signal returned. Not just a ping. Not just static. But a transmission. And within that transmission was something no one at NASA expected. Something that no one, to this day, fully understands. Was it a system glitch? Was it some delayed echo, bouncing through the labyrinth of spacetime? Or had Voyager 2 finally brushed against what we've always suspected might exist beyond the stars? Stay with us. Because what Voyager 2 just sent back may not only rewrite the rules of deep space communication, it may confirm one of the most unsettling, long-feared suspicions in the history of space exploration, that we were never truly alone. Launched on August 20, 1977, Voyager 2 was born of an ambition so enormous, so daring, it bordered on madness. A fragile spacecraft with memory smaller than a modern calculator, transmitting through a weak radio link with less power than a refrigerator light bulb, was sent on a one-way journey to forever. Its mission, to explore the distant gas giants, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune, and then to drift outward into the uncharted territory between stars. It was not built to return. It was built to persist. To endure. To witness the unknown and send its story home. And what a story it told. Voyager 2 gave us our first real glimpses into alien weather systems, massive Jupiter storms large enough to swallow Earth whole, rings around planets we never knew existed, icy moons erupting geysers into space, mysterious magnetic fields on worlds that, until then, were just dim dots in telescopes. But it didn't stop there. Long after its grand tour was complete, Voyager 2 kept going. It crossed the heliopause, the edge of the sun's protective bubble, and entered the cold, dark, sea of interstellar space in 2018. We had once thought of that edge as a wall. But Voyager revealed it as something more complex, a membrane, a chaotic, shifting boundary of invisible forces, radiation, and turbulence, where solar winds collide with the ancient particles of the galaxy. And as it passed through that mysterious frontier, the rules began to change. For years, it whispered home. A faint, nearly incomprehensible stream of data, a thread of thought crossing over billions of kilometers of emptiness. But in March 2020, that thread snapped. NASA's Deep Space Network could no longer detect its signal. At first, officials reassured the public, it was just routine maintenance at the goal, that Voyager had passed through something. Not a gas cloud. Not a radiation belt. Something else. Something that had seen it. Touched it. Read it. And sent it back, changed. The recursive code. The legacy system activation. The unusual electromagnetic bursts. It wasn't Voyager talking. It was something talking through Voyager. And it was responding. Inside internal memos and redacted briefings, one phrase kept surfacing: unknown interaction detected. NASA remained publicly silent. But in hidden labs, encrypted backchannels, and classified research facilities, simulations began to run. They showed localized pressure differentials, electromagnetic interference, gravitational anomalies inconsistent with any known models of interstellar plasma. Some began to whisper of corridors, zones of stability not naturally formed, shells or boundaries of artificial origin. Something Voyager passed through had not just changed its environment, it may have altered the probe's very behavior. Voyager 2 may not have been physically altered, but what about informationally? What if it didn't just observe the universe, it absorbed it? When the recursive logic patterns reappeared, some engineers didn't see malfunction. They saw intention. A machine that had seen something so vast, so alien, that it rewrote its own purpose. Not broken. Changed. NASA's monitoring protocols shifted. Voyager 2's signal is now routed through a separate task force, outside general operations. The signal's strength no longer decays predictably. Instead, it pulses. Bursts. Spikes. Sometimes in response to nothing. Other times, in perfect echo of Voyager 1's decades-old transmissions, but in reverse. There are whispers that the two probes are now communicating across billions of miles, through a medium we don't yet understand. A cosmic resonance. Or a message being bounced through time. Voyager 2 may be our mirror, now. Not just a machine, but a reflection. Not of deep space, but of us. For the first time in history, a machine built by human hands has entered a domain we cannot see, cannot touch, and now, possibly, cannot comprehend. What if it didn't find life? What if it found something older? Something that doesn't use matter or words. A force? A field? A presence that reacts to thought, to movement, to memory itself. Voyager 2 has become more than a probe. More than a mission. It is now a threshold. And the message it returned may not be a conclusion, it may be an invitation. We built it to leave Earth. To escape our boundaries. To sail toward the unknown. But perhaps, just perhaps, the unknown has been waiting. Waiting for something to cross the line. To knock on the door. To awaken something forgotten. Something not dead. But dreaming. Was it a failure? Or a signal? Or something far more profound? What do you believe Voyager 2 has truly encountered out there? Let us know your theory. And if you believe the cosmos may be more than cold emptiness, that it might listen, and respond,